Let's dive into the heart of this mess and strip away the fairy dust that these wannabe gurus are throwing around. We're tackling the myth, the legend, the utter fantasy about prime costs that actually has more holes in it than a colander. You've probably heard the spiel. Keep your food costs at 30%, your labor cost at 30%, and voila, you'll magically have 20% profit. On what fucking planet does this work? Because it sure as hell isn't on Earth. Let's get real for a second. Anyone preaching this kind of formula as a guaranteed path to riches in the restaurant industry, they're either delusional or they're selling you something. The truth is, the math doesn't add up, and life, especially restaurant life, isn't that simple. Prime cost isn't some static figure that you can manipulate with just wishful thinking. It is a dynamic, pulsing heart of your operations that requires constant attention and adjustment. Now, on planet Earth, where the rest of us live and work, we know that a myriad of factors affect your prime cost and your profit margins. Market prices fluctuate, the unexpected expenses pop up, and guest behavior shifts faster than a chef can say order up. Banking on a rigid formula like it's the golden ticket to profitability is like trying to catch smoke with your bare hands. It's utterly futile. The internet is awash with self-proclaimed experts and all these new restaurant coaches who've never felt the heat of a real kitchen during a dinner rush or ever woke up in the middle of the night worried about making payroll and rent. Come on. They spout formulas and percentages like gospel without understanding the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into every decision made in a real functioning restaurant. So if you are serious about making your restaurant really thrive, then you need advice grounded in reality, not fantasy. You need strategies that account for the real world's unpredictability, not just looking good on paper or theory. It's about understanding the very unique challenges and opportunities that your restaurant faces, not blindly following a one-size-fits-all approach that's about as useful as a chocolate teapot. So here's the deal. Before you take another piece of advice, look at the track record of the person giving it. Have they owned a restaurant? Have they built a successful restaurant from the ground up? Opened a few restaurants, big fucking deal. Hey, I've opened 57 restaurants. The restaurant industry is tough. It is unforgiving. It is complex. It's time to wake the fuck up and choose your mentors wisely. Don't buy into fantasies. Invest in real, practical advice that will help you navigate the tricky waters of the restaurant operations. And it's going to help you, when you do this, really come out on top. So if you're done with the delusions and desperate for a dose of reality, I've got just the antidote for you. And it's actually going to be the antidote to those snake oil being peddled by those so-called gurus of the restaurant industry. Introducing the no-nonsense, all-business, cut-the-crap TRC Method Masterclass. This isn't about wishful thinking or magic formulas. It's about real strategies, hard-earned insights from 44 years, the kind of guidance that can only come from someone who's actually been in the trenches. And I've been down there. I've struggled, and I've emerged victorious. Join me for a 2-hour deep dive that promises to be as enlightening as it is straightforward. We're going to tackle the myths head-on and rebuild from the ground up a proven strategy that actually delivers on the profit you desire without the bullshit. I'm talking about actionable advice that really moves the needle, strategies that are going to bring around real results, and wisdom that comes from genuine experience. So if you're ready to transform your restaurant from a money pit into a profit powerhouse, then this masterclass is definitely for you. Head over to restaurantcoachmasterclass.com, restaurantcoachmasterclass.com, and secure your spot now. This is your chance to get insights that you need to steer your restaurant towards success that you know deep down is possible. No gimmicks, no fairy tales, just the unvarnished truth about what it takes to thrive in the competitive world of restaurants. Don't miss this opportunity to learn from me personally, to cut through all the clutter, and to really start making the kind of